Share this with all parents. This video.
Unfiltered,
unapologetic.
it's just real talk.
Rickey, Smiley, unleashed.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, the time right now is 28 minutes after the hour. Excuse my voice, I want to talk a little bit about, man, just so much stuff going on with this generation. I saw a video that was so disturbing yesterday. I saw a 51-year-old security guard get out of his car, and some guy walked right behind him and shot him in the head. And the guy laid there, and then he took his wallet, took his stuff. Then another witness sitting over there didn't say anything. And then he just walked past and shook his head. And then some more kids came, young people, and saw the man dying and went in his pockets and robbed him and kept it moving. And just how desensitized this society is, and how dirty and rotten and low down people can be. And here go a man getting out of a car, going to a job to try to provide for his family and trying to put food on the table, and somebody walk up behind him and whatever, if you was going to rob him, just point the gun at him and say, hey, give me your wallet, give me whatever, or whatever. You shot him in the head.
Could have been his own uncle or his own dad.
Right. Right. No kind of sense of the sensitivity is gone. They don't care. And one of the problems that I see, my old pastor said a long time ago, charity starts at home. It starts at home. Now you got all of these kids, got all these rights, and what about my rights, and what about my freedoms, and why is correction is in question? Why correction have to be corrected? You know what I'm saying? You tell your kids to do something. If kids get a choice, right, they will wake up and eat Skittles every morning.
Right.
I've seen parents waking up asking kids, what would you like? Got kids, and what would you like to eat? Now you turning yourself into a waiter or a waitress. Well, my grandmama, whatever she cooked, we blessed it and we ate it, and that's it. You don't ask no questions, and there ain't nothing psychologically wrong with me. Now everybody get all these choices and get to do whatever they want to do, and all of a sudden, this generation got mental issues. And we sat up there, we had structure, which it hurts sometimes, the discipline and the structure, but ain't nothing wrong with us. And I'm scared. I'm scared for my life.
I was afraid for my life yesterday. I had a situation at a mall in Atlanta, a hood mall, and I was about to walk out the door. The mall was closing. Two guys, one young guy was trying to come in the door. The older guy was going out the door. They kind of, met at that door, and words were exchanged. And within an instant, they started yelling. And the young dude was like, well, what you want to do? What you want to do? And the older guy was like, well, we can take it outside. We can go back outside. And as soon as they stepped outside the door, everybody kind of stopped in place because the young guy pulled his shirt up to let the older dude see that he had a pistol in his gym shorts.
Right.
And the older dude...
Stay in the mic.
And the older dude pulled his shirt up to say, I don't have nothing. He said, give me a fair one. I don't have nothing. Pulled his shirt up, pulled his pants down to let him see, I don't have nothing. The young dude pulled the pistol out, and then everybody stepped back because, okay,
it's crazy.
What's about to happen?
They won't fight. They soft.
And nothing happened. The older dude just kept going, but the young dude stood in the parking lot waiting for the dude to come out.
It's
I
crazy.
was scared to walk out the door.
I just want to tell all the parents out here, stick to your parenting principles.
Yeah.
Don't let no child question. I don't care if they 20s or if they in they damn rotten ass 30s. Don't let whatever you say, that's what it is in your household, in your space. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? We had to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what happens is when you start giving explanations to kids, then they become adults that need explanations. You know what I'm saying? I done worked jobs that I wasn't happy at and I wasn't happy about or whatever, but whatever the boss said do, you have to do it and be quiet about it and just do it. Ain't like nobody, I don't understand what is going on with this generation, why correction is in question. Why do you, what braces correct the smile? They hurt, but they correct the smile, right? Okay, nobody wants to wear braces, but now everybody teeth crooked because remember 30 years ago, that's when you got to a point where, hey, I better not say nothing. I would like to correct that child, but I don't want to say nothing because their mama might snap. That was 30 years ago. Look, the guy that killed that man, shot that man in the head at 31 years old. Is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Correction has become into question. And I just want to encourage parents, stick to your parenting principles and do not cave in or give in to nobody. You know what's right. You know how you were raised. Ain't nothing wrong with old school parenting. Now, there are some things that they didn't know or whatever, and I done got away from whippings and spankings, and I found other ways to punish or whatever, and I give a spanking when my grandkids or grandson need one or whatever. But there are some things that we are better at, but stick to your principles. When your job told you to do something, my boss at Tom McCann said, hey, run all these shoes, dye these shoes right here for the prom and do this, that, or whatever. You know, you after the clock or whatever. You don't ask no questions. You just do it. You understand that transcends from childhood all the way up into adulthood. Charity starts at home. Stop trying to appease some kids that don't pay for anything. They don't pay for nothing. You out here busting your ass. If you say clean up the house, clean up the house. Why? How is that mental and emotional abuse telling you to clean up your damn room? Or I got a 2 or 3 year old out there, hey, come on, let me show you how to rake these leaves in the garbage bag, in the trash bag, and all that kind of stuff. What's wrong with old school? Because it ain't us. We ain't out here doing the shooting and killing. It ain't us.
Yeah. It ain't us. It's a new generation.
We get into our little stuff and go to jail or whatever, but we ain't crazy as hell. And now I can't even sit on the porch and enjoy myself. And when I retire, and our grandparents and parents can't enjoy their retirement because they scared. 51 years old, and you going trying to put food on the table, somebody 30 come and shoot you in the head. They're cussing in front of you. Can't say nothing. Pants sagging. Me and my daughter going up the escalator. We looking at a dude underwear all the way up the escalator. He turned around talking about some Rickey Smiley. Oh, my God. Say, hey, sir, can you pull your pants up? Because we had to look at that. The only thing I know about you that you got on Red Champion underwear. I don't even know your name and know what kind of underwear you got on. How do you think that made me feel standing here with my daughter?
How did he respond?
Very respectful. I didn't fuss and I pulled him to the side and I gave him my belt and told him to put it on. He played basketball for the University of Texas. I said, if you're going to wear your pants sagging, then you need to take the jacket off because that is not a representation of the University of Texas, which the great Kevin Durant came from. So I ain't got it. Here's a belt. Take mine. Put it on. And I held my pants and walked through that airport, but I gave him my belt and he was respectful and he put it on. But he was open to the correction. I didn't fuss at him and dog him. I pulled him to the side and spoke to him and had a conversation with him like a man that he appreciated. And I hugged him. I don't know where he is. He could be in the NBA for all I know. I don't remember his name, but I knew he played basketball for Texas. We just have to stick to our parenting principle. I pulled a guy to the side the other day. Hey, man, listen, you walk into this expensive establishment, man, somebody might give you an opportunity. Get yourself together when you come in here, man. You know, you got a chance to do some of the stuff that you see us doing. Come on. Be shaking them up, coaching. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes they want that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'd be surprised. Sometimes they want that instruction.
And and ladies, let the men do it. If the man step up, it takes iron to sharpen iron. If a man step up to the plate or whatever, trying to correct a boy or a girl or whatever, if you can't handle it, or whatever, you real sensitive, step to the side or go in another room. You know what I'm saying? But don't emasculate a man and don't undermine what he's trying to do, in his house or do with your niece or your nephew or all of them or whatever, because it takes a community. Mr. McClaney didn't play. Mr. Greg Turner didn't play. You know what I'm saying? We had neighbors that didn't play. Mr. Merchant didn't play. Mr. Robinson didn't play. These are all of my people that live in my grandparents. I know I couldn't do stuff in front of them because they'll snatch you up or whatever, and then it get back to your granddad and you get snatched up again. And that's why you got a lot of young people dying and stuff, and I don't know where they getting these damn guns from. You went, they started shooting at Fogo de Chao yesterday.
Yeah, they had a shooting yesterday there.
They had to kill somebody, 18 years old.
Inside the restaurant.
Inside the restaurant. And you can't even go nowhere, sit down and have a nice dinner nowhere because you're damn scared. This generation is something else. Of the generation of I got rights and why. Because I said so. Because Alvin Jackson said put the shoes up and put the shoes like this and put the shoes like that. I didn't want to do it. I had to clean out the grease trap at Showbiz. You ever work in a restaurant and had to clean out the grease trap down in the floor?
Oh, yeah.
I had to do it. Why? Because he said so. If anybody on any job tell you to do anything, do it because they said so. No one owes you an explanation on somebody else's job. It's disrespectful.
That's why we have to go to break, because I said so.
Be quiet, baby.
Oh, man. I love it. Boy, I hate this generation, man. I hate them. I hate them.
But you know what? Think about it. You done raised a dog before, right?
Yeah.
Think about how much effort you put into when that dog is small.
Oh, thank you, baby.
So that he act right once he get big. Because you know once he get 60, 70 pounds, you can't control that much.
You got 9.
Right.
If you ain't raised him.
Right.
But people don't look at kids the same way.
Right.
You think with no instruction is just going to grow up to be a controllable person? So once that motherfucker 15 is, you might be able to beat your ass to that point.
Like Malik can beat my ass. Malik is, yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Because he been trained.
Yeah.
You got to train a kid. People say, you can't compare a kid to a dog. Bullshit. You got to train both of them.